Good morning, everybody. So, today is Friday, which I am so thankful for. Ready to get this weekend going. Today we're just gonna be doing some service calls. It is like 9:30 in the morning right now. We're pretty slow, so there's not a whole lot of jobs coming in. This summer it's been pretty slow, which is usually normal. That's when our slow time is. Because, a lot of people are going on vacations. People aren't inside. People just aren't home a lot of the time because, they're out doing stuff with their families and whatever else. So, summertime is usually our slow time. Once the fall comes in, spring and fall is usually like our busy times because of all the rain and that stuff makes work for us service plumbers. So we're gonna call our dispatch lady, and I do have a job at 10 o'clock. We're gonna give her a call and see if we're ready to go to this job. I will check back in with you guys at the job. Alrighty, you guys, we are just pulling up to the job. This is the house here. The call was for a leaky pipe, so I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna talk to the customer, kind of see exactly what's going on, and yeah, if we do the job, then I'll check back with you guys and bring you guys along for the road. What is going on? So we went to the house. Talked to the customer. It turned out to be that there was a water line that was leaking. It was for the laundry. It was a copper water line that was leaking right before the boiler drain. She had some other questions and some other concerns that she wanted, and come to find out her water heater was leaking and all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna redo, we're gonna install a new water heater. We're gonna do a 40-gallon power vent, natural gas, and then we're going to also be redoing a little bit of the laundry stack. We're gonna put a backwater valve on it. Then we're gonna do some boiler drains and water line repairs and all kinds of different stuff. So you go to a job when you're slow, you just got to make the most out of it, and I mean, it's all things that she needs to have done. It's just, unfortunately for the customer, and I tried to save her as much money. I added like a membership and all that kind of stuff, and that saved her a little bit of money. So unfortunately for her, it's that time where she's got to fork the money to do all the work. So I'm running to the supply house right now. We're gonna grab everything and then head back here, get her all done. So yeah, I mean, you guys will be with me the whole time doing it and kind of see what goes into doing all the work. So once I get to the supply house, get the van loaded up, I will get back with you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Alright, so got the van loaded up. Got the water heater, some pipe, got some more stuff kind of back there. We're gonna get going. We gotta go grab a dolly real quick, and then we'll get this water heater installed and call her a day. Alright guys, so we're just pulling back up to the job. Gonna get all this stuff out and get the new water heater prepped. Actually, I should go downstairs and get that old water drain. So that way, by the time I get this one done, I can have that one completely drained. That's probably what I'll do. I've got to find my hose. Let's pull this water heater out. Oh my god, dude, this water heater is heavy. Holy. This cool. Now I gotta find my hose. Right here. Let's go downstairs and get this water heater draining. Hello, hello. So that's the water heater we're working on. Why can't this door fully close? I hate messing with these plastic drain lines for the water heaters. We'll just put this hole here. That way water can drain. I've got to gotta grab one of these handles. So the customer's got a ball valve on her main and it doesn't have a handle on it, so I'm gonna just take a handle off, a new one. I told her that I would just put it on for her. Alright, let me, this one should work. Tilt this down just a little bit. Like that. So the water main is right here. Let's take this nut off real quick. And we'll put this bad boy on like that. There we go. Brand new handle installed. So that way now the water is off. You can open this up here. Open the TMP. So that way water can start draining. If it will. Oh, there it goes. Now we're draining. Perfect. Okay, that's draining. Alright, let's go outside and let's get the water here in place. Hey, what's up?
No, I was calling you back. You called.
What were you doing at Main Street?
I was getting my hair cut.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, well, I was just calling to kind of give you shit, see what you were doing.
You at a job?
Yeah, I'm at that all-day job, or the water heater and everything else.
Oh.
So that was one of my coworkers. He's been here the longest out of everybody, out of all the techs. He's been here for like 14 years. He's a smart guy. I've looked up to him when it comes to doing plumbing and whatnot. He's taught me a lot. He's given me a lot of pointers, all kinds of stuff. So shouts out to Marcus. He's a good dude. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to cut this down one more time. It's not very straight, but it'll work. We'll make it work. We always do. Man, they put so much extra padding and just all kinds of different crap in there for no reason. So yeah, there's a new water heater. We only install A.O. Smith Pro lines. They're good water heaters. I've never had an issue with them. So, you know, definitely nice. But where is... Might be what I'm looking for. Looking for the boot. Cool. Grab my drill. We'll ugga-dugga this. Get it all nice and tightened up. Boom. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people, they might criticize for this, but I like using these. They got gaskets inside of them. I just use them for the pipes coming out of the actual water heaters themselves. Definitely makes for easy work. And if anybody knows anything about service plumbing, you're always looking for the easier way. I mean, sometimes the easier way isn't always the best way, but in this case, if I can make it just a little bit easier on myself, I'll do it. Oh, my nut driver got stuck up there. I was wondering if I should get this downstairs first before even trying to do that. So what I might do first is go downstairs, start doing some of that water line work. So that way, while the water's already off, I don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna need some abrasive cloth. Shebang. Got my ProPress. Gonna need some Vins, some 90s. Some repair couplings. Perfect. I didn't make sure to see it. I only asked for 2 of those. Yeah, here. ProPress. I need to take that. That needs to go down there as well. This box is gonna rip. So the customer is having a bunch of work done other than just plumbing work. She's having like a B-dry system put in and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to remove this trap here. Remove this trap to the laundry tub, so that way I can move the laundry tub over, so that way I can work right here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut kind of little spots, kind of, so kind of like right here. Then we're going to cut going all the way down to there. We're going to put new drop ears and all kinds of cool stuff. Jesus. Those I need attached, so that's good. This towel is sopping wet. That's fine. Take this bucket down here. We'll kind of open these up so that way. Now we're just trying to drain all the water out as much as possible. So that way when we go and cut the line, there's no water left in it. This out while that's still draining. So what we'll do is we'll kind of just cut up here. There's that piece. And we'll cut this one as well, kind of around the same area. I don't know how well this is. I may have to use my knife at first. Yeah, I may have to use my knife first. Try and cut some of this paint off. Sometimes using a torch is the best thing to use, but I don't know. Then we'll go grab my torch. Painted water lines are a pain. Just makes the world quite a bit more difficult. Just saying. Sometimes just doing that and then taking your knife, just kind of running it along. Can definitely make a world of difference. Just heating it up a little bit, try and get it to burn the paint off. It's not going to be absolutely perfect, but it'll be a little bit better. Doesn't have to be fully unpainted because the fitting's only going to go up to about there, but I just want to make sure that's as clean as I could possibly get it. Probably about good. That's about good. Cool. There's that. I should probably bring down some of that 1/2-inch copper. Okay, I can just get these done real quick. Ooh-wee. Gets a little warm out for sure. So usually what I always do when I'm doing like repair couplings, I'll take a fitting that is, you know, not a repair coupling or anything, and I'll usually mark it so that way I know exactly where the repair coupling is supposed to stop. That way I know it's perfectly centered inside of the coupling. And then realistically what I can do, on here. Trying to find a good spot for this to sit. I don't really know. So what I can really do realistically now is put these on here and I can press them because we're building all the way down. Kind of like that. We'll just get these pressed right now. And we're also going to have these as well. So these two T's are going to go kind of like that. There's going to be a drop ear there. Well, I can't do that. I can move that over just a little bit if I absolutely have to. I'm just going to cut a good chunk of this off just so I have enough over here to kind of do some work. Water heater is done draining. Is it actually? Oh yeah, she's pretty light. I mean, I wouldn't say light, but you get what I'm saying. So that's gonna go like that. And we're gonna put a T kind of like that. This pipe is wet, so it's kind of hard to grab. gonna go like so. Drop these out. What I'm gonna do is put these in to the wall. The thing that sucks about these drop ears, you have to like make the hole a little bit bigger. They're not big enough. Guess that's one way to do it. Nope. That ain't gonna work. At least with that.
no way these don't fit.
That is pretty much done for now. Let me go ahead and get this. Okay. That's done. Well, sorry guys, my battery died. Well, I got the water heater out. Just taking a quick little 5 seconds to take a drink and whatnot. I got the water heater out. I'm gonna get the new one down there right now, so that way we can start getting it all put together, get it in. Once we get this in, I mean, it'll be, the rest of it's pretty much cake, which is pretty much just a drop and swap, so this is pretty cake as well, but you know, going good so far. I say that now and then watch, something's gonna be a pain in my ass. I need thread tape. I may set you guys up on the tripod here in a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna just thread tape this stuff, get it doped. That way I can get these installed. One less thing to worry about. one. There we go. I don't get why that one's sitting up so high. Must just be something in the wall. And these will just go on here like this. That. Of course not. Might be a little bit of a pain in the butt to get that water heater in here, but we're gonna give her a go. Should probably take those off first. Alright, so we're still plugging along. Got the drain line done for the new laundry. Still at the same spot for these. The water heater is pretty much done for the most part. Just gotta plug it in and turn water onto it. But other than that, this is pretty much all done. I've just got to finish up putting the angle stops down there, and then yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I told the customer that I would video inspect their main sewer line as well, just to be a good technician. They were kind of concerned about that as well, and I was like, well, I mean, we can do the video inspection if you like. But hey, here's the old water heater, old drain line. Still plugging along. Not really a whole lot left to do, which is good. I still got to get the standpipe done for that. Let me actually just get that done real quick. Lop off a big piece of this 2-inch pipe. Then they give me foam core. So some people might look at this drain line and go, oh, where's the AAV? It's not vented. So this line here is actually technically just an atmospherical vent. This is the only vent for this line. There's nothing that ties into it up above. There's no second story to this house. This is it. That literally just goes right outside. So that can act as the vent, that's fine. But we did put a backwater valve on it, and then we're gonna put a trap with a standpipe, because technically this is for the laundry. So that's why we're doing that. Got this right here. And we'll glue and prime this. And yes, I use purple primer. I just make sure that I'm nice and clean with it. I'm not making a mess. And that's the goal, right? I'll put this in here. I may have to support this, which won't be an issue. Give it a good twist. Okay, that's done. In order for me to get that going, I need to get those on. What I might just do, instead of doing the drop ears, I might just do some 90s. Now I'll do the drop ears. Let me see if I've got male adapters. Alright guys, well, I've got to run to the store real quick. I've got to get some kind of molly or something so that way I can mount these drop ears to the wall. So I will check back in with you guys when I get back to this job. We're gonna get her finished up today. So that way we can be all set with it. Alright. Alright, so we are back at the job now. I had to go and grab some stuff. Hey, I'll call you later. How's that? Had to go grab some things. Had to grab some washers and stuff. Or not washers, but anchors and screws and all kinds of different stuff. So that way I can mount the what's it called, into the drop ears into the wall, because it's all concrete, so, and the Tapcons don't fit, so you know there's really no point of trying to drill out the drop ears. I'll just use Molly's. I'm used to doing that anyways. Let me make sure I've got one male adapter. Ay, ay, ay. Man. Okay. Well, I know what I'll do. Because one of those are already brand new. Let me close this up before this gets spilled all over the floor. If that gets spilled, we're in for a world of pain. Let me get these drop ears out. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Do drill into the wall. Kind of right there. Okay, there we go. Got our marks. Let's get this bit here, which it is the that really didn't go in very far. Let's see if it's gonna work. Going into this. Of course not. Because why would it? What I may do, grab. Let me go grab something real quick. Bring out the big guns. I didn't think I was gonna have to get this out, but yes, I do. Get out the big guns. That little thing ain't doing it. Man, I tell you what, I use this thing for everything. Love that thing, man. That thing is my true absolute workhorse. Pound these in. Why is that not going in the hole? Okay. See if it'll go now. I guess those are a little bit bigger. Phillips drill bit. I don't know why I didn't grab one while I was up there. God, I tell you what, that is the number one thing that I have an issue with, is I'll be downstairs and I know I'm gonna need something, and yet I didn't grab it, like before going down there. Now where is my Phillips bit? They had a bunch of them. I guess here's one. Just use this one. That is my biggest issue for sure. I knew I needed something, but I didn't bring it up. Or bring it down. I don't know. It's just old silly old me. Here we go. That's how we do it. Ow. Now those things aren't going anywhere. Perfect. So what I will have to do is take that one off, because I don't have a choice. Put some thread tape on this. Put some pipe dope. Okay, where did my other chain locks go? Right here. So this one is brand new. There's no reason that should have been that tight. That thing is so screwed up. Usually I don't like doing this, but I don't have another male adapter, so don't really have much of a choice. Alright guys, well my battery's about to die, so I will catch up with you guys when we get close to being done with this job. Alrighty guys, so got everything wrapped up on this job. Still gotta clean up a little bit of trash, sweep, whatever, you know, the whole shebang, but we've got all the water lines done. These are the laundry lines. I got the drain line for the laundry done. Ended up running all new water lines for that there. New angle stops. Hooked up the faucet. And then got the water heater installed. It's running right now. As you see, it's calling for heat. So yeah, everything's all hooked up. I still got to get the old water heater out and all that kind of stuff. There's all my tools and whatnot. So yeah, everything's all hooked up, ready to go. I just got to sweep this real quick. And then I've also got to video inspect the main sewer line right now. So yeah, I will definitely check back in with you guys once we get all cleaned up and get everything out and whatnot. So here we go. Alrighty, you guys. So we got the job done. We got out of there. I got out of there a little bit later than what I wanted to. Being that we had, you know, cut open the hot side water lines. The customer had a bunch of sediment in the kitchen faucet. So every time that we would turn on the kitchen faucet, there would just be a slow stream, you know, coming out. Well, what I ended up doing was I took a small little air compressor and just kept blowing a bunch of air in it. I got it to come out a little bit better. It's not perfect. She's gonna kind of let the hot water keep running kind of overnight, and you know, periodically just keep trying to break some of that stuff up. I'm sure that the sediment is probably in the cartridge and it's just being a pain in the butt. But like I said, we did get the job done. The water heater was installed. Everything's working with that. All the water lines and the drain line and everything, it's all working downstairs. Everything is all good to go. So yeah, I mean, she's probably gonna call us back on Monday. I mean, it's 8:21 at night right now. I mean, it's like super late right now. I was expecting to be done probably around 6 o'clock ish, which I was actually done with all the work around like 5:20. So, you know, then after that I had to get the old water heater out and, you know, clean up and everything. And so I was done around 6:30 ish. So, you know, I spent another hour and a half messing with that faucet, and man, oh man, I tell you what, pain in the butt. But anyways, yeah, that was the video for today. that was the one job that I had. So, yeah, I mean, you guys can definitely see, you know, what I do on a daily basis. And sometimes it could be easy, sometimes it could be fun, sometimes it could just be an absolute pain. But other than that, I enjoy it. I mean, a lot of people ask me, you know, if I had a career choice, what would it be? This is my career choice. Like, this is like what I enjoy doing. So, you know, I wouldn't change it for really anything. I mean, yeah, the money's nice, but people that do plumbing don't do plumbing for the money. They do it because they enjoy it. So, alrighty, well, that's gonna be it for this video. Yeah, everybody have a great weekend, and try and stay safe, and have a good one. See ya.